Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. This is your Cancer season tarot reading. This is for everybody who's got their sun, moon, rising in Cancer. And it's also a helpful, energy check-in for the rest of us to see what's going on. So if you're a Cancer baby, please let me know in the comments. My husband is, so we have all the emotions. We have all the emotions. He's good though. He's a very big, strong alpha man with a healthy emotional state. So he cries at the sad commercials, but can also chop down a tree. So we're good with that. We're good with all of that. And my rising sign is actually in Cancer. So this one is for me as well, not just all of you. And yeah, don't forget that there will be another video after this one that is your Cancer season tarot ritual. That will, there are a couple little tools in there, and also a little spread that you can use for yourself as well. And by all means, take my spreads and use them for yourself at home, because this is just a general sort of overview. If you would like me to do this reading for you, just send me a message. We can get that done, no problem. I can send that over to you. Normally when I do something, a small reading like this, I would just film it just like this and then send that to you, rather than having to schedule all of our lives around Zoom calls and things like that. So let's start with the first question. We're going to pull 4 cards. The first question is my current energy this season. The 2 of Pentacles. So our Cancer friends are feeling like we have some decisions to make. The 2 of Pentacles is also a little bit of a balancing act. We're sort of juggling the plates in the air sort of thing. But it's definitely about our earthly life, our abundance, our home, our physical life, the things we can touch, basically. And our abundance, of course, money, top of the list. You may be having some financial decisions to make. You may be having some physical decisions to make. Either way, just get on with it. Pick one, run with it. Whenever we have this card in a reading with any of my clients, I always say, if you can't decide, just throw a coin in the air. You'll know. You'll know. And if not, if you still are like, I don't know, then just pick one and live as though. Live as though that's the decision that you've made. Try it on for a week. See how it feels. Your central nervous system will let you know. And if it doesn't feel good, then try the other one. And if neither feel good, then maybe neither were the right choice for you at all. You'll know as soon as you've landed on the right decision. But if it's about your physical life, just get on. Just if you don't have to sit around waiting for the decision to start exercising or eat better or clean your house or whatever it is. Just get on with it. Decide today, this is it. We're going to make the list, and we're going to, boom, either tonight before we go to bed, we're going to start the list, or first thing in the morning, boom, the list, it's on the table. We don't stop till it's done. Whatever that is for you. Excuse me. What helps me feel safe? The 5 of Cups. Oh, this deck is just so sweet. Look at how cute it is. Oh, the 5 of Cups. Oh, and you know what I did? I forgot to read the, I know on one of my last videos, I completely forgot to read all the affirmations. I was so into what we were doing that I completely forgot. So for our 2 of Pentacles, I strive to maintain balance in my life by staying on top of my responsibilities. Complete crucial task of reading tarot cards? Check. There we go. And our 5 of Cups, we'll do that while we have the little book in my hands. Where's our cups here? There we go. 5 of Cups. Sorry, trying to wade through these little pages. I look forward to the good stuff and won't sweat the bad stuff. I know everything will even out in the end because karma is a meticulous accountant. Oh, isn't that nice? So the ability to feel safe within yourself and within your relationships, that's a big one, isn't it? And sorry, let me get my cards straight. And our 5 of Cups is about our emotions. It's about our changing emotions. We can change our emotions when we change our thoughts. Just had this huge conversation yesterday on another channel. I hopped on another channel for a little bit, and we were talking about just this kind of thing. Like, you can change your entire life by changing your thoughts. And you can change your emotions by changing your thoughts, because your thoughts drive your emotions. If you didn't have a belief about something, then you wouldn't have an emotion about it. I know that makes sense because you're all very clever, and I know that you understand all of this. So if you, feeling safe means perhaps changing your emotions, perhaps changing how you feel about things, changing how, as my guides are all like jumping up and down, all saying different things. I want to say it's even though this is about our emotions, the ability to change your mind and change your heart. So if something's not working, you don't need to stay emotionally stuck and connected to it. You can change your mind, and you can do that on a whim. It's perfectly fine to do that on a whim. I'm going to have a look and see if there's some timing for this card, because we're on the wrong side. There we go. Yeah, this is an autumn card. So, but there's definitely, I know a lot of people would see this as like a really sad card, but it's really not. It's about, it's actually about empowerment, and it's about change. Fives are always about change, a changing circumstance. So your strength, what makes you feel safe, which is your strength, is your ability to change your emotions and kind of rein them in if you need to. And that's a good quality. And that would come, say you're like a Cancer, your sun is in Cancer, your other, like your rising sign and your moon will also have a huge effect on that. So for me, I'm in Aries, but I have 2 water signs in my rising and my moon, which means that really kind of tempers and softens the spicy airiness. It doesn't always. Water isn't always the best fire extinguisher, but it kind of tempers and softens that a little bit, because a lot of people say you don't come off like a full-on Aries, and I'm like, nah, I got these water signs kind of keeping me in flow, I guess would be a good way to put it. So yeah, don't be afraid to change your emotions. Don't be afraid to change your mind. Don't be afraid to change how you feel about things. And if something feels better, then do that. Do that. What helps me process my emotions? Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to look up the timing of this one. Wow. I haven't seen this card come out in a long time. It has been a couple years since this card came out. Timing, it's a winter date, so nothing really coming up right now during this season. So what helps me process my emotions? When we're not being tempted and distracted by the bright, shiny things. Like, focus on yourself. This is about self-sabotage. This is about negative barriers. This is about blocks. This is about imposter syndrome. This is about causing procrastination, putting things off, addiction, mental health. This card is all the things that we don't want in our lives. So what helps me process my emotions, get control of those things and get them out of your life. If you are dealing with addiction, please get help. If you don't know how, reach out and we'll figure it out together. We'll get you connected to the right people. If, and of course that would be like if you have a drug addiction or something like that. If you realize like you've got to deal with, the alcohol situation, then go to an AA meeting. If you, it's always sex, drugs, and rock and roll, isn't it? Those are like the big ones. But we are also, I just talked about this in that call yesterday that I had with another YouTuber. And I said, many times we get addicted to the story. We get addicted to the victimhood. And when we do that, we're just stuck in a cycle. And then the victim will eventually become the perpetrator. So to say what helps me process my emotions, releasing them, getting help, processing. You can, like I do that with my clients where we go through everything and we release so much together that, sometimes it's like one session is life-changing simply because somebody finally had the tools and someone who can guide them through releasing stuff. Don't hang on to the BS story that you're telling yourself. Don't hang on to your limiting beliefs. Don't hang on to the negative self-talk. If you need help with like changing your language that you speak to yourself with, let me know. I have videos right here on my channel that are activations and meditations and affirmations and, you know, all kinds of things that will help change the structure of your brain. In fact, we'll create some new neural pathways. We can also do tapping together. There's all kinds of things we can do. But it's about letting go of the BS story that you've been telling yourself. Because if you cling to the story, you can never process the emotions. You can just never let them go. You're hanging on to them. And this is, you know, a lot of times people think they're at a crossroads. If you feel that right now, this card is telling us this is a false crossroads. This is very, very sneaky energy. It's very, this energy wants you to get off track, and you need to stay on track. But in order to process those emotions, you actually have to experience them and deal with them. And if you don't know how to do that, get in touch. We'll chat about the tools we can use to help you get there. And then our final card is, how can I connect with and develop my intuition? The Ten of Cups. Oh, I mean, look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? So our Ten of Cups, again, about our emotions. So how can I connect with and develop my intuition? You need to go on a healing journey. You need to deal with all of the crap that is blocking your intuition, all of the human stuff, all of the, you know, the breakups and the money problems and, you know, the hustle all the time and everything. But if you take time to deal with yourself, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, self-care. Yeah, self-care is doing the shadow work. That's one of the biggest ones I recommend to my clients, is some shadow work. I love shadow work. Let's shine some light into the darkness. Let's look at it. Let's embrace it. Let's heal it. And then once you get sort of disentangled from all of the emotional garbage that we all put ourselves through, you will have completed part of a healing journey. People go, okay, no, I'm totally healed now. No, you're not. Healing is a work of a lifetime. It is the journey of a lifetime. It is, you may fix one thing, but then cycle around and you find out, oh, I'm still triggered about that, right? Because healing is not a straight line. It's actually kind of a spiral. Like if you imagine what a tornado looks like, it's sort of like that it's a spiral. So we keep coming face to face with things again, over and over and over, that sort of test us to see, where are you really at? How are you? Think you're healed? Okay, well, we're going to have you bump into your mother at the mall. How healed are you? Do you see what I'm saying? So there's all kinds of things that we can work on to heal, which will then stop clogging us all up. Imagine there's like a dam of information and it gets all bunged up and clogged up right at the end and nothing gets through. So if we start clearing some of that out, then so much more can get through. The flow can get through. Of course, our cups are always about water, so drink lots of water as well. Stay hydrated. And I know that sounds so like, yeah, well, duh. But the thing is that your intuition and spirit and all the messages, they flow so much easier when you're hydrated. I always have a glass of water here with me, just in case I'm like, why is nothing flowing? And then I drink some water and suddenly things start flowing again. So yeah, drink your water, get your big water jug, fill it up every day, and set a mission that you're going to stay so hydrated that things have to flow through you. There's no choice. They have to flow through. That was really neat. That was a very interesting one. Oh, you know what? I'll do the affirmations for the devil. I don't even know what we're gonna hear. Okay, let's see. I am a hero, not a victim. I refuse to let the demons have their way with me. Anyone know what door code to get out of this dungeon? Yeah. You got to deal with it. Deal with your shiz. That's the best way to do it. Deal with your shiz. And just take a few minutes every single day to start addressing stuff. You don't have to take it all in one bite. You know how they say, like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You just start with one bite. And that it could be as simple as writing down your thoughts and throwing them in the fire. It could be easy as that. 10 of Cups. I am finally ready for a spiritual partnership that leaves my past in its ever-loving dust. Nice knowing you, less than perfect. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Leave all your garbage in the dust. Leave it all behind and just get on with the life you desire. If you need help with that, please let me know. I'm not a pushy salesperson like that at all. I would just explain to you, here's what I could do with you. Here's what I can offer you. If I don't do something that I think somebody could use, I send them off to the person that I think is best suited for them. So no, I never pressure anybody. I don't follow up with people either. Like when it's time, And I've had people come to me years later and say, I'm finally ready. And I'm like, great, let's do it. Let's talk. So there you have it. Please don't forget to click subscribe and click the like button. Leave a comment so I know you were here. Otherwise, I have no idea. And then if you leave a comment, then I can welcome you to my world personally. And I'm so excited about all of our conversations. And as ever, have a magical day.